When you look in the world today, what's happening is people, whether it's the political divide or you're seeing what's happening with Harvey Weinstein and all this, the whole conversation is about trauma, and that's what's surfacing right now. If you don't heal your trauma, then it just becomes coping mechanisms to cope with the trauma, such as drugs, alcohol, promiscuous sex, gossip, toxic relationships, soul-sucking jobs, violence, bigotry, racism. Who's just done coping and you want to actually enjoy your life long term? Yes? Let's see by show of hands. Even in the face of people you despise, you can't stand, you can't tolerate, underneath these awful values and this behavior that you cannot justify as anywhere near okay, underneath that is trauma, which means that you can love that person but not like that person, just as Gandhi, Martin Luther King, and the original Christian values ask us to do as well. And it's a time to practice that.
His mission of wanting to end trauma, he's doing just that. He just realizes that we all experience trauma.
That's how addiction rolls.
And it needs to come up, be looked at, and be healed so that we can move forward.
That's why I created functional life coaching, and it basically helps people rapidly identify and accelerates the healing of what those root mental and emotional causes are. I'm the most unlikely character to work with mostly women, and a lot of the women I work with are also of some type of minority status, and they're feeling very marginalized right now. And what I know to be true is there's underlying emotional trauma.
The words to describe the experience with Mastin, nothing short of incredible.
This whole experience, getting chills, has been absolutely life-changing for me. I have tried 50,000 million things for my issues over the past however many years. This was it. This did something for me that all the things that all the professionals told me to do did not work.
Functional life coaching it's almost like surgery. But like emotional surgery, it really gets to like your core issues and what's holding you back and kind of takes it out, but in a very gentle way.
Most anxiety, most depression is actually a norm for people who have learned to cope fairly well with and survive with unhealed emotional trauma.
It's like such an enlightening experience and was able to reduce anxiety that I've had for 30 years. I think it's something important to share with my siblings because I've seen their traumas and I've seen what they've gone through, and I see it today, even in their behavior, like the anxiety they still have that stems from so long ago.
I was up there going deep to past traumas and pulling through that.
As I see this Me Too movement emerge, and I see the Time's Up movement emerge, I get jazzed because I've been spending the last decade using the privilege of being a white guy who's never been told to be quiet, to encourage in a very compassionate way, mostly women, how to speak up, how to see their trauma in a different way.
What I see now, trying to hide my pain, trying to dumb it down, make it irrelevant, not talk about it was kind of my problem.
The first thing that has to happen for a group of people who have felt suppressed to matter is to be heard and to be listened to. And the most important thing we can do right now is listen, especially as men. Wow, like a lot of our women, a lot of our people in general are feeling very, very suppressed, repressed, and traumatized. Let's let them have a voice.
It's been really eye-opening to see all of the ways that we tend to bury our things and how Mastin has this innate gift for uncovering the things that we bury inside of ourselves. It's really incredible.
It was like a laser beam hit me, like direct to what that event was, and I was just overwhelmed with tears and like, oh my God, that's what that is.
Physically letting all the trauma out of my body. It was wild and scary, but Mastin creates such a container for being able to feel safe enough to go there, to go to the darkest, scariest place of your life and let it come out and heal.
I literally felt like cement had been broken off of me. I felt like Han Solo from Star Wars, like busting out of that chamber. It was miraculous.
I'm going to walk away from this experience with knowing I have the tools to take care of my mind, body, and spirit. Now I know that I can go forward, and I don't think there's anything I can't do.